and welcome to the new video. Today we discuss about the Crout's method. One more method in solving the linear system of the linear equation in direct method. Before that we learn how to solve the system of linear equation with Gauss elimination method, Gauss-Jordan method and matrix inversion method. Next method is the in series of direct method is Crout's method. It's not a difficult method, but there is some system or some techniques which we have to follow for solving the given matrix and transform into new matrix, and we have to find the values of the given unknowns. So there is a technique to determine symmetrically the entries of upper and lower triangular in the factorization. Means if we have 3 cross 3, then this is our diagonal, then upper elements and lower trigonal elements below and above the diagonals we have to find. So how we find? I will consider directly if we have a system of linear equation Ax equal to b. Then step 1, our augmented arrangement is given by A11, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, and one more column we have to add it, that is b, b1, b2, b3. Clear? Step second, there we have to introduce one auxiliary matrix. We can say this is one auxiliary matrix. We name it M or element. Then this auxiliary matrix is given by these elements are, see, the diagonal is L11, L22, L33, L21, L31, L32, means diagonal and below element we can represent with the L notation. We calculate it. After that, at the end when we find the solution, we replace all diagonal element with 1 and all other lower element with 0, and only for solution we need the values of this element. We name this U12, 1, 3, this is U23, and this is y1, y2, y3, which calculate the with the help of p1, p2, b3. So now I'll give you the first, we will discuss how to find, how to calculate these elements. After that go for some examples. So step 1 is first we find this column. For this column is as it is in the column, first column of the our augmented matrix. So L11 equal to A11, L21 is A21, L31 equal to A31. Second, now this column will come, then remaining element of first row. Remaining element, so first find the column, then remaining element of first row is U12, U13 and Y1. So U12 is finding with the help of A12, same element here, divide by this element. So A12 divide by L11, this U13 is A13 divide by L11, this Y1 is B1 divide by L11, or we can say A11, because L11 is always, first element is always with similar with A11. So either we can say divide with A11 or we can say L11. So this is the first row. Finish. Then again go step 3, remaining of second column. So now we see these elements come, these elements come. Now for second column, remaining of second column is 2 elements, L22 and L32. L22, again L22 is given by A22 minus multiplication of this L21 into U12. Then L32 is given by A32 minus L31 into U12, L31 into U12. Next step, step 4, we need now go for the remaining element of second row. Step 4 is remaining element of second row is U23 and Y2. So for U23 we have to calculate A23 minus this element divide by L22. So this U23 is given by A23 minus L21 into U13, L21 into L21 U13 divide by this L22. Same like first row. This is second row. So first row, for first row there is no element. So this element divide by this element. But there for this time this element minus this time this divide by this. And for Y2 same pattern. For Y2 is B2 minus this L21 Y1. L21 Y1 divide by L22. Clear? So this is the fourth step. We have to find this row. Now remaining element. First we have to find this last element of third column and then last element of third row. So for next step, fifth, this L33. So for L33, first the element of that augmented matrix, that is A33 minus C, L33, A33 minus this time this plus this time this. Clear? So L33 is A33 minus L31 U13 plus L32 this L32 this plus this and this and this U23. Clear? So this is the second last element, means last element of third column. Next, sixth step, we have to go for last element of this Y3. So for Y3, same, that in augmented element is B3 minus same this time Y1 plus this time this divide by this. So this time Y1 L31 Y1 plus L32 Y2 divide by L33. L31 Y1 plus L32 Y2 divide by L33. So this is the formulation, or we can say this is the pattern for finding the new auxiliary matrix from given matrix. After coming this matrix, just go this reduce to 1, this goes to 0, only use these three elements and these elements to finding the solution. Now I will show you one example, so it will be better how to solve. For this method, Crout's method, we go with one example, so you will better understand how to calculate this matrix. So first, my equation, system of linear equation is this. I arrange into augmented form, and my new matrix or auxiliary matrix is this. Now I have to calculate step by step each element of this matrix. Step 1 of first is column. So first column is similar to this. So for step 1, L11 is 1, L21 is 1, L31 is 1, 3 and 2. So this is 3 and this is 2. So my new matrix will become 1, 3, 2 and these elements we have to calculate. Next step, we have to calculate remaining element of first row. So for these elements, we go with this element and divide by the whatever this element. So next step, we have to finding the first row. So first row is this U12, second step U12, U13 and Y1. So U12 is A12 divide by, we can say L11 or A11. So this is 2 divide by 1, 3 divide by 1, 1 divide by 1. So 2 divide by 1, 3 divide by 1, 1 divide by 1. Clear? So my new matrix becomes, after this calculation, my new elements I will add it. So that will be 2, 3 and 1. Third step, I have to calculate these two elements. These two elements is L22, L32. So third step, L22. L22 is A22, 1, this. A22 minus this times this. So 3 times 2 minus 6. L32 is A32 is 1 minus this. See, we have to calculate this, then this times this. So L31 U12. So 2 times 2 is 4. So this become minus 5, this become minus 3. So my new matrix become, these elements come here, minus 5, minus 3. Clear? Step 4, go for these elements, these two elements. So for these two elements, this element is U23. So U23, this element is same, this element A23 is 1 minus this element minus this time this divide by this. So this time this is 3 3s are 9 divide by minus 5. So 9 by minus 5. And next element is Y2. So Y2 is same, B2 is 0 minus, Y2 is 0, this element minus this C, this times this divide by this. So what is this? We can see this element is 3 times 1 divide by minus 5. So 3 times 1 is 3 divide by minus 5. Clear? So these elements will become minus 8 by 5 and 3 by 5. Next step, we have to calculate this elements. So for this element, see, I will move this part. For this element is L33. L33. So for L33, first A. For L33, we see the A33 element. A33 is 1 minus, then next step for this element, this times this plus this times this. So 6 plus this time 3 2s are 6 plus this time this 3, this 2 and this 2. So 2 3s are 6 plus this. Our next element L33 is minus 1 by 5. So I substitute here minus 1 by 5. Now this is the last step, 6. Our last element is Y3. So for Y3 we calculate with same manner. B3 0 minus this time this plus this time this divide by this. So 2 times 1 plus 3 times 3 by 5 divide by minus 1 by 5. Again for y3, b3 minus this time this time this time this plus this time this whole equation divide by L33 is minus 1 by 5. When we simplify, we will get this y3 element is 1. So this element is 1. Now we have to calculate the solution. For now, when we get all the elements in our auxiliary matrix, then we go only and only for U matrix, means our solution is given by Ux equal to Y. U means only these elements have value. All other than diagonal we make 0. So U12, U13 and U22. These three elements is 1, 2, 3, 1 and 8 by 5. Clear? X is x1, x2, x3 and our y, this y matrix is 1, 3 by 5 and 1. Now simplify, solve it. X3 equal to 1, x3 equal to 1, x2 plus 8 by 5, x3 equal to 3 by 5 and third equation x1 plus x2 plus x3 equal to 1. x1 plus 2x2 plus 3x3 equal to 1. When substituting x3 equal to 1 here, we will get the value of x2. When substituting x2 and x3 here, we will get the value of x1. When we simplify, we get the result x1 equal to 0, x2 equal to minus 1 and x3 equal to 1. That's the solution of the given system of linear equation. Hence, this is our Crout's method. If you go symmetrically, systematically, step by step, then you will definitely and easily calculate all the new elements of auxiliary matrix. System is very easy. First column is as it is with this first column, then remaining first row. First row is same, this element divide by L11, this element divide by L11, this element divide by. After this second remaining column L22, for L22 same element A22 minus this time this. For this same A32 minus this time this element. Next remaining this element, for these two elements same element here minus for this time this divide by this. For this element same element, this time this divide by this element. Second last L33 and then Y33 with the same process. If you will go with this method, you will definitely solve the problem. That's all for today. Thank you very much.